Thank you, Rachel. As South Africa heads closer to the May 29 election, several civil society NGOs have taken it upon themselves to educate voters about the elections. MyCandidate SA is a project of Open Cities Lab. It's a portal that provides voters with crucial information about candidates and voting districts. MyCandidate SA project led by Ella Alcock. Ella joins us now to chat more about this. Ella, thank you so much. Good morning and welcome to Newzroom Afrika.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So first and foremost, tell us about the hashtag MyCandidate SA and how it is equipping voters with education.
Oh, yeah. So MyCandidate is a web-based platform, non-partisan, created by Open Cities Lab. We're a civic tech nonprofit based in South Africa, and it just provides easy access to information about candidates and parties running in the South African national elections in 2024. MyCandidate aims to empower citizens to make an informed decision at the polls and encourage active participation in our democracy.
Before I talk to you about what sort of information we can access from a very detailed point of view, I know from a regional ballot point of view, national compensatory ballot point of view, I'd like to just maybe show our viewers as we bring up an illustration on the screen, just to kind of take them through exactly how the website works. So if we may, and as you would talk to what they can find when they land on the splash page. Let's start there.
Sure, no problem. As you arrive at the MyCandidate site, you will find, there's 3 tabs that you can choose between. National, which is the compensatory ballot, national regional, the regional ballot, and provincial, the provincial ballot. So those are the exact 3 ballots that you're going to receive when you go to your voting station, which is the first time ever in South African history that we have 3 ballots. It used to be 2 ballots. And so you can click between each tab and find exactly the name, which is the party leader, and the party that will be on your ballot. If for the national, regional, and provincial ballot, they will differ between provinces depending on where you live. So you can also click on the search button there and click and find your province, and then it'll give you the information specifically for your province. You can also find information if you click through to the link that says 3 ballots you'll receive on election day. And you can look at exactly how your ballots will look, and also find out a bit more information on what the difference is between those 3 ballots, because it is quite confusing. And then you can click through to the names and the different parties, and it does a Google search of these parties and candidates. And you can even click on the plus button next to each party, and it gives you all the eligible candidates within the party. So if that party, depending on how many seats they win, those are the people that will fill those seats in Parliament and in the provincial legislature.
I think we can't speak enough about the importance of transparency, especially when it comes to the election process. Please elaborate a little bit more about how this will assist us not only to navigate from an educational point of view, but when it comes to transparency.
Yeah, so transparency is very important in the work that we do. It's one of our main pillars, and it's just, access to this data. It exists online, but in long PDFs. They can be time-consuming, cumbersome to read through, and so we just want to make sure that this information, is transparent, it's accessible, and so we took, this data in long PDFs it's kind of difficult and confusing to read through, and put it onto this web-based platform so that it's just a simple click through to do your research instead of having to read through. And that makes things more transparent, so that people know exactly who they're going to see on their ballots, and they're not kind of confused when they get to their polls, so they can make an informed decision.
In what way will MyCandidate SA even serve as a valuable tool for future elections?
Yeah, so we've actually run My Candidate in previous elections in 2021 and the local elections. There, you could actually type in your address and get specific candidates for your ward, which was really useful. We saw it being very successful, and we're going to continue improving and bringing the My Candidate platform to every election in South Africa going forward. The information is always only published in PDF form, and so this makes it a lot easier to find the information that you need. So we're going to keep improving the platform, and hopefully even get a WhatsApp bot going so that it's more accessible to people who don't have easy internet access.
And how do people access MyCandidate SA?
So you just type online into your browser, southafrica.mycandidate.africa.